What are your legit reasons to not have kids? I can barely afford to take care of myself. I do not have legit reasons to want to have kids. I don't think I'd be a good parent. I'd argue that any reason is legit. It's a life-changing decision. And not everyone is cut out for it. I like free time and money. I've never felt the desire to have kids. Maybe that'll change, but for now that's how I feel. I don't want them. I was a bit abused by one of my parents. Just being beaten and screamed at every day. And I'm terrified it'll show up as learned behavior in me as a parent. I love kids. I don't want to be a bad parent, so I won't be one at all. I am a teacher. I'm an alcoholic, sober, and I have BPD. The cycle ends with me. I want to live my own life because I haven't had the chance this far. I understand that baby fever is about babies, not raising babies into kids, into teens, into adults. For the sake of my mental health and theirs. I am an alcoholic. My father is an alcoholic. His father was an alcoholic. And his father? Yup. Alcoholic. How do you guess? It likely goes farther back than that. But this is just what I can personally verify. This blood curse ends with me. No reason to give it to someone else. I can't take care of myself properly, so I don't think having a kid would improve that. This world can be such a hard place to make it in. I don't want my kids to experience this terrible world. What I'm about to say. Most parents won't out of fear of being judged. As someone who wanted to go through life without a child, regardless of financial situation, I can tell you to trust your instincts. I love my daughter to death. I do everything for her. She's the reason I get out of bed each morning. That being said, I have turned into something I'm not out of necessity. It was either be a deadbeat or be a dad. The thing is, you won't have to make that choice if you don't fuck up like I did. Don't let people tell you, nobody is ever ready, or, you'd understand if you had a child. If you don't want a kid, don't have one. It requires 90% of your free time, mental health, and money. Again, my daughter is an angel and I don't know what I'd do without her. But I also know I was living a much easier life before I had her. It's like choosing to turn life's difficulty mode to its hardest level when you were already enjoying it on easy. There's a sense of accomplishment that comes from it. But it also comes with a mountain of stress. If you aren't 100% positive that you want a kid, don't do it. I'm 40 and I like my money. I don't want them. I'm just barely making ends meet on my own. No need to add another person into the mix. I want to just take care of myself. Simply not wanting kids is a legit reason. 'Cause fuck that lol. I'm expensive. I can't imagine how expensive kids would be. I just don't want them. Never have, and I know I never will. I don't want them lol. I can't imagine sacrificing my life for a mini-human. It doesn't interest me at all. I'm also mentally unstable and I would never want to put that on an innocent child. Mentally ill and incredibly poor. They literally require constant attention and you have to put so much thought into their development, and my favorite thing in the world is to just check out for the day. They're annoying. Pregnancy changes the body a whole lot. The whole process isn't easy. Also relationships. Marriage goes to shit most of the time nowadays and I don't want to have the extra burden on a human on me. Women are left to take care of the kids while the man moves on to whoever is next. I don't want that for myself. Time, money, current state of the world, inflation. I hate kids. The thought always scared me for some reason and I don't think I would be able to give them a good life. I hate children. My family's toxic ways. I don't want to bring another human into that mess. I can barely navigate it myself sometimes. Also, my partner and I are just selfish people. Meaning more we care for ourselves and careers. And each other. More than anyone else. Not that we don't care for others, it's just not our top priority. That's not conducive for kids. Legit reasons as opposed to what? I just need to say, without busting anyone's chops, that this question touches on something baked deep within our culture that we should all be calling out whenever we see it. The very question, what are the legit reasons to not have kids, by its very nature presupposes that there exists both legitimate and not legitimate reasons for not having kids. Which again, by its very definition, asserts that there must therefore be a person or some people who determine which reasons will be accepted as legit, and which will be declared illegitimate. I think the question being asked is probably, what are the pros and cons of not having children? From a curiosity perspective. But even when that's what we mean, the words we use to ask the question often come out with judgment and false assumptions already baked in. This happens every day in life, and it is so woven into our cultural norms that we are just blind to the systemic biases that are embedded in the way we ask questions. Why should a gay person be able to marry whoever they want? Why should a black person be able to vote? Who should we let have kids? Each of these is legitimate, in the sense that they each articulate a properly structured question. And yet, deliberately baked into each of them is a bias that I made sure was obvious enough to spot easily. Each of them imposes the burden on the person being asked to defend a position that was never ours to question. They are passive-aggressive questions that subtly establish our right to judge whether the person's justification meets our exacting standards. The examples I gave are easy to spot. But the subtle ones, like legit reasons to not have kids, are baked into the overuse of the word legit, making it much harder to spot.